welcome back to the Daily Ebenezer. I hope you guys are having a great day. Just want to take a few minutes and give you a little bit of information about the importance of building connections with people. Guys, this is really important, especially if you are in any leadership role or anything like that. Building connections is one of the most important things we can do as leaders. Leadership is all about connections and building relationships with people. And if you want to be successful in that, you've got to understand the difference between connecting with someone and just communicating with them. Very successful leaders should always be skilled at connecting with people. The good thing, if you're not good at it, it's a skill. It can be learned, and I encourage you to work on that skill. I want to give you a little bit of information about that today. Communicating versus connecting, what's the difference? Is there a big difference? Yes, there is. Communicating is all about getting a message to and from people. It's task-oriented. It's getting something from our brain to the other person's brain and then getting a message back and forth. That's all it is. It doesn't require a deep relationship with somebody necessarily. It's a lot of different ways to do it. We can do it through email. We can do it through text, phone calls, person to person. It's just about the message and getting that to and from people. But connecting is different. And I love this definition that John Maxwell gives. It says, connecting is the ability to identify with people and relate to them in such a way that it increases our influence with them. And I thought that was a really great definition to understand the difference between communicating and connecting, because when we connect with somebody, ultimately we're going to increase our influence. And in leadership, that's what we're all about. We're about influencing other people. I like to break down that definition, and it gives us three parts to look at. Number one, when we connect with people, we identify with that person. By identifying with that person, we relate to the person. And when we relate to that person, we increase our influence with that person. And I want you to just start thinking about that and people in your lives. And if you're in leadership, people are under you, is what are some ways that you can identify, relate, and influence that person? Now, leaders need to be great connectors. It's so much more than just communicating, because if we're going to lead others, we need to have a relationship with them. And we build relationships through building connections. We find common ground with people. We find things that we can relate to with them, and we build that relationship. And as we build relationships, we build trust. And as we build trust, we can be more successful as leaders. So why do we want to connect with people? What are the reasons behind the connections and what we're coming after for people? Is it just because of what we can get from them, or is it because of what we can do for people? And I know for me, I had to really start thinking about this a lot different in my leadership roles and stuff, because a lot of times as leaders, we're going after people and we want people to be on our team because of what they can bring to the team. And while there's really nothing wrong with that, to be super successful as a leader, if we start thinking about, hey, what can I do to make their lives better? What can I do to add value to their lives? Then it's going to totally change our leadership experience, and it's going to totally change the success of our teams, because when people understand how much we care about them, they're going to give us 110%. If they think that we only care about them because of what they can give to us, it's not always a good relationship there. Leadership also, it's about servanthood. And if you're going to serve, you've got to connect. That's what serving is about, is connecting with others. True leaders do not find themselves at the top all alone. They bring people to the top with them. Now, I know I've heard the saying, and I've probably said it a lot of times back in my younger years, is that it's lonely at the top. And that's true. You can be very successful in life and be up at the top all by yourself. But I'm talking about leading. And if you're a truly successful leader, then you're not going to find yourself at the top by yourself. You're going to find yourself at the top with everybody you brought with you. And that's something really to understand when we're talking about connecting with others, because you see, when we connect with people, we go down to where the people are, we find the common ground, and we find a way to help bring them to the top with us. We raise people up. We take them to another level. And that's so important to be successful as a leader, is to understand that question is, how can we bring the people under us, our team members, our followers, up and help them be successful with us? When we can go to where the people are and we can find common ground with those people and build connections with them and develop true relationships with them, we're going to help them be successful. And in return, they're going to help us be successful too. So ask yourself these few questions when you're thinking about connecting with people, whether you're on a corporate team, whether you're on a nonprofit organization, whether you're in ministry, or whether you're just working in a sports related field, but you're over a team, you got people up under you. Ask yourself these three questions about why you're connecting with people. Number one, why do I want to connect with this person? Number two, is it to help them and add value to them, or is it for them just to help me? very important question there. And then last of all, just think about it. True leaders help others reach their goals and be successful. And in return, when we do that, those same people help us be successful and reach our goals. So guys, I hope you understand this importance of connecting with other people. It's something that I've found very valuable in my life, and just being able to go every single day and say, hey, instead of just communicating with this person, can I build a connection with this person? Can I establish a relationship with that person that's going to be valuable, and I can add value to them, and in return, they're going to be able to add value to me, and overall, it's going to make me a better leader. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us an email at info@thedailyEbenezer.com, or join us at our website, subscribe to the videos. You guys have an awesome day.